Hello everyone, Piotr speaking. Welcome to my weekly Forex analysis. Let's go to the Euro USD monthly chart. Current situation. The market is currently reacting to this moving average 100. It's in the area of Bollinger Middle Band. So this is usually a tricky area. Okay, so I do not rule out that the market will go up a little bit and then start falling again. But at the moment, it's rather in an indecision situation. You can see it quite well on this weekly doji candle. Okay, there is one doji, there is a second doji candle on the weekly chart. Okay, so this stands for indecision. The market did a move from Bollinger upper band to Bollinger lower band, probably a correction and then another move to the downside. We had this very strong reaction on this 3 hours chart and regarding this ECB meeting on last Thursday. So this downward move was most probably finished at this FIBO 161.80. So the downward move was finished, and then probably a correction has started. Okay. So I do not rule out that this correction will keep on going up to 61.80 FIBO level, based on these measurements. So this is pretty much the most probable scenario. Okay, so I will have an eye on it, and I will try either to send a long signal for this, or because it looks like we had already a five wave up. Or this was a third wave, and A, B, C, and the 5 is developing, and then we'll have a correction, A, B, C correction, and then another move to the upside. So this looks like one of those scenarios. Of course, this is if this is a correction. So you must be a little bit more patient, because the correction is usually a little bit more tricky. So it's better to be aware of it. Anyway. Yeah, there is not much to do at the moment. Yeah, so the best scenario, the best strategy will be just to wait for the market and trade accordingly to that what you can see on the charts. Yeah, so should there be a deeper correction, then it may go to the upside. Yeah. Should this market making a fifth wave to the upside, there might be a chance to enter into long position based on this fifth wave. Yeah. But I will have to wait, and based on that, I will send a signal. Good. Great Britain Pound USD monthly situation. At the monthly, we are at the midway of the previous red candle, so the market may react in this area. We had a green candle on the weekly. Okay, so we are still above the Bollinger Middle Band. The market is most probably developing something to the downside. I will switch to the 3 hours chart, because I had it on the 3 hours, and it looks like we had a 1 and 2, and maybe a 3 is developing. Okay, and the third wave may have finished here at that low, and this is an A, B, and C correction, part of a correction. The market was reacting to 61.80, so this is what you can see here. So either this is a correction and another move to the downside, like we had 1 and 2, and the market did 1 and 2, and there is another 1 and 2. Okay, so this 1 and 2 belongs to the third strongest wave to the downside. Yeah, but we need to see a proper downward reaction here. This is what should come in order to say, okay, it goes that way. Yeah. So there will be probably a support line. There is a support line developing, and the support line might be broken, and broke through the support line will open a path to the downside, most probably. This is the 1 hour chart, and this is on the 61.80 level. So the reaction on that level. And should this market started something, a new impulse to the downside, so this must be 1 and 2 and a 3. So depending on the reaction in this field, in this area here, we can say either this is already something new developing, or this is still a part of a correction. Okay. But anyway, it needs time. Yeah, so I will not push myself. So I will wait for a perfect trade setup as I always do. So it's the best strategy. Let's have a look on the gold market. This is what I've shown a couple of days ago. I mean in the last analysis. It looks like a first impulse to the downside is completed. So that's the reaction on 61.80. Okay, this was 1 and 2, 3. This was a part of a fourth correction. Ended here, and this is a 1 and 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it might be still developing. Yeah, there might be 1 and 2, 1 and 2. This is the third wave, fourth, another third, fourth, and so on. Yeah, so this might be a final fifth of this move, or this is already completed. Okay, it looks like a very strong reaction in this field. Market has very strong reaction in this field. Okay, dojis and the green candle, and this could give us a first move of this fifth wave. Okay, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Okay, and then this is completed. Okay, that was the third. This, yeah, and then the fourth was here. So there's a target for the fifth wave, somewhere here. I mean, I think this market will meet with this moving average 100. So this is most probable. Good. Let's have a look on the Japanese yen currency pairs I trade the most. That's the Great Britain pound Japanese yen monthly chart. You can see that the candle, the current green candle, is reacting or may react to the beginning of the previous monthly candle, which was red. Okay, this is always a tricky area. So the market may react in this field. Yeah, so you can see some reactions on that on the lower interval charts. Good. Let's check the weekly. On the weekly, I think we have. This is either a big C completed in this field, in this area here. I talked about it last week or 2 weeks ago as well. Or this is a smaller A, a smaller B, and a smaller C. And this is more probable in my opinion. Okay, so the C wave is developing, and you can see it on this 3 hours. I mean, let's check the 6 hour first. Okay, this is the bigger A, a bigger B, and a bigger C developing. And from this bigger C, I think we had an A. It could be a B and a C. This is probable scenario. And if you check my 3 hours chart, you can see a strong reaction in this field. So I think this 5 waves down was completed in this area. So this should be a blue 5, not a 3. So the 5 is completed, and this is either an A, or a 1, but probable an A, B, and a C. Okay, and this A wave, which is a 5 wave up, is about to finish. Okay, and this is where I've sent a last short signal, which made at least you should be able to make at least 30 pips on that. I wrote about it, so check your emails. And this is the first reaction in this field, and there's a strong doji in this area, and a red candle again. The volume is not increasing, yeah, but there was a high volume here in this area. Okay, there is a green candle with a high volume, which was not able to break the market much above. Yeah, so I think the market may start falling down, and should this support line be broken, there is a nice chance to make some extra profits on that trade. So I'll be waiting for the market to complete this. Yeah, so either there is a 1 and 2, a 3 and 4 and 5, or A, B, and a C. Okay, so those are 2 probable scenarios in my opinion. Good. Let's check the Euro Japanese yen monthly chart. That's the monthly. Okay, there's a green candle which will react on that red candle very soon, in my opinion. If you check the weekly, on the weekly there is a green candle which was trying to break through the Bollinger Middle Band, but was not successful, I think. So to be honest with you, I'm staying away from that currency pair. Okay, I do not want to risk. I think there is a triangle developing. We had an A and a B, and there's a C. There should be a D, an E, and a final thrust out of this triangle. So a strong move to the upside, and this is a quite possible scenario in my opinion. I think this is what may come. Let me check the weekly once again, because I used to say that the market was not able to touch this pink line at the price of 145.95, and the high on that candle was 145.68. So there was roughly 30 pips missing, and those 30 pips might be done in this upward move. Okay, so I do not rule it out that this is something like that developing. Okay, so there could be a third wave. This is the fourth and a final fifth will develop. Yeah, so we can measure it like that. So this was the fourth. So this is wait a second. I think I have it. I have to delete this one. Okay, this is one of my Fibos. Okay, so this line. So I've connected 1 through 3, 4, and a final fifth. The fifth may end between 61.80 and 100. So this is the 1 point. Another point, I will measure this distance from in the final fifth wave from 1 through 3, most probably. And as I said, a fourth wave will complete. Okay, so I have to wait for that. And this might be this yellow Fibo levels. Okay, I have to change the color. Wait a second. So I will have an eye on it. Okay, so the fourth need to be completed. Then I have a place where I can put this Fibo. Then I will have a target for the fifth. As said, you can see that the market may try to retest that high once again and complete this move. So this is quite possible in my opinion. I think this will be the most probable scenario. So I would try to play long with this euro Japanese yen. Okay, good. Let's go to USD Japanese yen monthly. The monthly, it's a little bit unclear picture at the moment. I think we have to wait a bit longer. On the weekly, there's a green candle. It looks like a C wave might be completed. It looks similar to other currency pairs with Japanese yen, especially Great Britain pound Japanese yen. The USD Japanese yen is sometimes a little bit trickier, so I don't like this currency pair very much. I trade that currency pair rather seldom. Let's have a look on the 6-hour chart. This is what I've shown last week. There might be a first impulse to the downside completed, and this is an A, B, and a C correction with a very precise reaction on this Fibo 100 in this area. Okay, so something new might have started to the downside. So this is the one scenario. The other scenario I have, this is there's 3 hours chart I used to show, and we still may have an A and a B and a bigger C, okay, in order to complete this 5 waves down, okay, and this is not completed yet. And I will be not surprised if the market will react to this Fibo 100, or I have to move this Fibo 100 from that high to that high, because there was the fourth, was a big A, a big B, and a big C. Okay, is possible as well. Okay, but anyway, as long a count or a situation on a chart is unclear for me, I stay away from such a market. It's better not to play than to lose money. It's very, very simple strategy, and it works very, very nice all the time. So yeah, once again back to this 12 hours chart. This is not a clear picture yet. Okay, I think there might be something developing to a downside. Anyway, Okay, so this C wave based on the weekly chart will need a bit longer to complete in this area, in this field. So a similar situation like on the Great Green Pound Japanese yen. It needs time, just very simple, it needs time. Okay, so that's all for this week. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Have a nice day.